It's 5:30 Sunday, June 26th here at the West End Gun Club here at the Rimfire Range. Got here early because it is fourth Sunday of the month, so we're setting up for the NRL22 match. It is the June 2022 Course of Fire. It's already busy here, at least on the main line. There's about 4 cars there. Sun's already, light is already out. Sun isn't up yet, but it's bright enough for them to shoot. I know a lot of guys want to come out and shoot early on the weekends or any weekday for that matter, especially when it's the summer. It's going to be relatively hot today. In this part of Southern California, we're a little bit higher elevation. It's supposed to be about 93, 94 degrees Fahrenheit. Back in Riverside, where I'm at, should be about almost 100 degrees, high 90s to 100 degrees. So it's going to be a pretty hot day today. I warned everyone, hey, bring some water. Even though it's a shaded firing line, summer heat, it can wear down on you as the day goes on. So it's not to be taken for granted. So definitely hydrate when it's summer. Anyway, let's go ahead and get moving. Got to get set up, get everything laid out, and get ready for people when they arrive. Quick Jeep update. I did install these KC Highlights Flex Aero 4 lights on my Jeep the other day. I got them in direct from KC, ordered from Northridge, but they were back ordered. I guess they went out of stock, and so it had to ship direct from manufacturer. As a relatively simple install. Came with these KC brackets. I actually dropped the driver's side one on the ground and it scratched, it nicked up the paint, so I had to try to repaint it before I installed. It looks kind of crappy, but it's just a bracket, but you won't notice it. This one's good. The other one's kind of had to repaint it. But the wiring was simple enough. Went to my S-Pod, got floodlights on the bottom, spots at the top, and it's got this LED backlight. And I'm going to try to do a little review or write-up on it for my blog, and have some photos on there. Some decent photos when it's dark so I can show how it looks. But anyway, kind of cool to have these. Hopefully you can see this on video. I'm shadowing because the sun's behind me, but we have this mount for the Sportcount timer. You get these off Amazon, but Masterpiece Arms made a mount so it fits on the shooter side. So the shooter facing side, so left side if you're right-handed shooter, and it basically mounts right there, and you just wrap it around this little nub there. I thought about making my own type thing and then to mount it on the pick rail, but Masterpiece Arms came out with something for their Matrix Pro and the Matrix chassis. My only complaint, just looking at it right now, I haven't even tried it out, but it's, I'm not, my eyesight, I can't see this close when I'm on the gun, so you kind of have to back your head off of it. It'd be nicer if it was here. So I don't know, maybe I will make my own pick rail mount or something with just like a nub of this type of nature and then mount it on a pick rail clamp, and that might be better to have right there. But we'll see how this goes. Just be nice to have a timer on the gun.
During any magazine change or when changing positions during a stage of fire, shooter will keep the finger off the trigger and outside of the trigger guard. When changing positions during the stage of fire, the bolt must be in the open position on an empty chamber, and the shooter can close the bolt only when the new position is established and the shooter is on target. They actually made clarifications or emphasis of this rule in the rule book. It's a little bit strict if you read it, but generally speaking, once you're downrange, kind of on your target, you may close the bolt. We've seen people skip it, they'll kind of set down, close the bolt, then get on the gun. That is a no-no. So we'll call you out on that. If you do that repeatedly, that's going to be likely a stage DQ and then a match DQ.
Okay, now for the match. I'm not just holding. I'm just holding it out. Center? Okay, perfect. Okay, now try that cable straight ahead of us. Yeah. So I can try to hit the smaller one. Sorry.
And my caps aren't open.
Impact! Impact!
Impact.
Impact! Impact!
Impact.
Impact!
You guys want to use buying these to see what it's like?
Impact.
You held, right? Yeah, you held it. Okay. Yeah, should be stupid, but I missed right. Impact! Slide off the right elevation.
Impact.
Thank you.
Impact. Impact.
Okay, shooting order.
That's good.
Clean.
Nice.
Shooter say cruise fire.
Yes, I do.
Shooter, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Spotters, are we ready? Yep. Stand by.
Impact! Impact! Time.
Impact.
Impact! He's great on that right head. We'll get one of our shooters, but I don't want him to day it for a block.
Top target.
Who's on left end? Impact!
No. 50 yards, no. Cool. Impact.
Alright, shooter ready? Stand by.
Impact. Top target. Impact. Impact. Drop three.
Drop three.
Spotters, are we ready? We are ready. Shooter, stand by.
Before Jonathan was running this, we actually ran 2 sets of targets.
That's also not bad.
But close and also 5 stages.
Kneel. You don't have to stand back. Yeah, you can kneel.
Well, it gets sometimes like yeah, we ran two squads and 8. So like today I'm we're really like ready to go, so we don't have a really long gap.
Impact.
If I don't do that,
Zach, are you going right now?
then what happens? You end up with a 4-minute stage instead of a 2.5 minute stage. So it's, for 2 minutes already.
Impact.
When we do shoot pistol competitions, they tell you your lineup, and then you have to be ready. So look them out, look at the guy shoots it, everyone takes it.
Impact.
Goes right away.
Yeah.
Impact.
Yeah. If we don't keep people,
40 seconds.
also we have people like taking another 2 minutes, so they have 4.5 minutes.
Impact.
You got time.
Yeah. At least 5 hours.
I don't mean those I wouldn't do it. I'm just going to hold still. Impact. Because it's there.
All out. 8.
Practice.
Stand by.
Here, like, perfect. No.
Impact.
Impact. No, I mean, Rich. Impact.
Next one.
Yeah, that's Rick Cove. Rick said it was $800. That's pretty good. I was gonna say, yeah, that's better than the average. Yeah, that's Rick's sample. Yeah, but his sample, he would take. I would think. If he can, he will. He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
Impact.
They won't only let you do so. They don't want to sell him. Yeah.
Impact.
I can get the because that's the NX8 or whatever. Or it's not their top one. Not their top. Well, because there's still you got the NX8, right? So there's still the SHV.
Impact.
I'll be all right with that.
The next leg would be fine.
Impact. 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 Sorry,
Back to ball.
Impact.
That's a great one there. Yeah, that, you probably get your
Impact. Heyo. Good job. 10.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Stand by.
front hand was it on
Who's going to be? It's all good.
There's not a lot. I'll definitely make parallax and I might
For me, I didn't have to move parallax between the 50 and the 100.
Impact.
Once I set it on 100, 50 was clear.
Impact.
I think you have,
Next target.
Once you're through those two, it has to go out. It's the first one, you gotta definitely make the move to the second one.
Impact.
Impact! Crazy.
Impact. Next target.
Impact! There you go.
Do I dial? Screw it.
Plenty of time.
Impact! There you go. 17 seconds remaining. Yeah, I mean,
Engage.
have dialed.
I haven't either.
Probably go right after that.
I'm not saying that.
Impact. Middle target.
10 yards. Just keep moving back.
Yeah, we attempted to do that.
Impact. Impact. Far target.
There, unrun. I'd be shooting Yoki by alpha on a little bit faster load. We got two because of that clear. We had 3 hours.
Impact.
Yeah.
On the top one, the top 2 ones.
Impact.
-1.
Should have dialed. Dropped one.
That's right. 6:30.
Much time.
Clear, you ready?
Yep.
Spotters, are we ready?
Yeah.
Stand by.
Well, you'll see. Grade as much as it could. I think they're still pretty. someone moved the dirt and see what it looks like. Oh,
Impact. Time. Impact.
So, if you don't plan by actually doing some engineering, and then kind of just move dirt around, because the guys that were doing that, they're all like,
Impact.
Well, I knew the guy who did the dirt.
Impact.
Yep, that's probably. Bipod's in the way.
that's what you're really saying anyway.
Impact.
That's actually literally what they said.
Impact.
First round is rated white till the
Walking
rain.
away from that.
Impact.
I'm like, well, if you
That's like.
You want me to?
35.
Somebody wants me to spot the far target?
I'm spotting far. I had a
Okay,
crowd
I'll-
out there.
Impact.
We haven't had center fire matches for like 9 months.
You've got center fire here.
I should have read it.
Impact.
Nice. Oh, nice.
And that's for taking a bite on.
Yeah, I should have the bipod
You
off.
didn't need the bipod.
Pretty good on that one.
There you are.
No, when you put dirt on it, like I've got it right
Impact. Impact.
pretty darn vertical.
Impact. 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 Impact.
There one time.
Impact. Oh, you have one more on the bucket.
More on the bucket.
Sure. Thank you.
Impact.
Oh, it's called Sunrise Tactical?
Yeah, that looks fine. I think I have a try.
Impact. Impact.
All right.
Good job.
Okay, thank you.
Good recovery.
I know, right? Thanks for the save, everybody.
Shooter, you ready?
Yep.
Spotters, are we ready?
Spotters all ready.
Stand by.
Zero on both.
Probably the ground.
I'm hitting it last. You know, I'm not going back and forth.
Impact.
I'm gonna shoot those two and then I'm gonna dial.
Impact.
You know, you're changing your mag, miles of
Impact.
Yeah. Why not? So you go negative 2 and then. Well, yeah, but that's doing nothing. +1. Not exact. No, I'm gonna go. That's all the difference. +5. 0.5. Is it 0.5? 0.5.
A little bit elevation here.
From 50 to 50 or 65.
Near.
Yep.
Okay.
Impact.
So 0 to 0.5.
Impact.
Impact.
Impact. Impact.
Whoa. Skippy.
Alright, that's what it was. That one, mine was pumping up and I was live.
Impact. Impact.
Impact.
Impact.
Impact.
Thank you. Let's go ahead, for the sake of time, I'll do top. Wow, let me go. I'm going to do top 10.
Top 20? Oh.
I got to do top 10 because that's the first base. So the first base is number 10. That's Ian Ellis, 340.5. Is he here? Congratulations, Ian. Ninth place, open class, is Brendan Dull, 342.88. Brendan's here.
You should raise your hands.
Number seventh place open class is Alex Schill, 351.7. Sixth place overall open class, Hans Wang, 352.40.
What was the difference?
So less than a point, 351.7, 352.4.
Yes. That's time on the tape. Right? That's your 30 seconds.
That's it right there, man.
Yeah, that's the time.
Number fifth place is Alex Saavedra, open class, 353.91. So just over a point from the last one.
We're like this. We're like this. We gotta stick together.
Fourth place overall open class is Bryce Walker, 362. Third place overall is Justin Pastor.
What? Oh shit!
Open class, 424.55.
4 points too high. 420.
Second place overall is Dixon Lopez. Open class, 432.48. 432.48. And unfortunately, again, I got first place.
It's rigged.
483.51. I know I dropped 3 on this. I dropped 3 on the swing stage and 1 on the barrel stage, apparently. But I think top 3 were Voodoos.
Yeah, Voodoo Gang.
Are there any Rimex shooters right now? I know one Rimex shooter's missing, but no Rimex. CZ's good.
CZ represent.
Let's see who the.
You have to be
first
present to
winner
win.
is.
I know one person left, so if that person
What's
gets
the
gone.
prize before you pull it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, good point. Don't announce it yet. It's the thanks to Oryx. Thank you for it's the Oryx gave us 2 shirts, so I'm gonna give out 1 and then 1 in the next match.
Whoa.
So it's 50% off an Oryx chassis, which is a pretty good deal.
Be lucky.
So
Oh, that's cool. All right.
That's not bad.
Chris, Phil.
Chris
All
Phil,
right.
Hey.
Phil.
All right.
and read the last 2 and the last 3 numbers just to be sure.
Last 3 numbers. 003.
Yeah, that's me.
003.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
I'll take a photo later.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sure.
It's almost 13:30. I'm absolutely beat. It's pretty warm out. It's about 93 degrees if you wave your Kestrel around in the air in the shade. I mean, it's Southern California, so we should, 100-degree weather is considered really hot, but it's warm. I mean, it's pretty hot. And I already drank all my waters, so I'm probably going to go stop by and get like a Gatorade or something at the convenience store on the way out. But yeah, it was a good match today. I mean, it's a little breezy, so that keeps things a little cooler, from the just how it feels to your body. But anyway, we had 26 total shooters today. We had 22 shooters. We had some no-shows. We had 4 no-shows for various reasons. But it's no big deal. Still a good match with 22 total shooters. I did, finish first place. I dropped 4 points, or dropped 4 shots. I dropped 1 shot on the barrel stage, which I probably should have just dialed for it. I was holding over, and I even just parallaxed too. Probably should at least dialed for it. Well, did I? I think I might have adjusted parallax, but I was holding over. I could have just dialed for the elevation, to be honest. Probably would have saved myself that round, but dropped around there, and I dropped 3 rounds in the sling stage on the prone, sitting, kneeling stage. I think I dropped 1 prone, 1 in prone, and 2 in. I brought 2 rounds sitting. I guess my zero's off, but today I had a 2/10 of a mil zero shift, so I'm shooting higher on paper. It's probably because it's just warmer weather, so. I had to shift my zeros for today, but I still, all in all, I shot fairly well. Dropped only 4 points. As far as the Matrix Pro, I mean, it felt good. I don't know if I felt more stable, but definitely it was feeling good. I feel like the wider forend does make a difference on bags. This barricade stop the mag blocker, I already beat it up on the brick, but it does help because when if you really want to jam against the bag, and your magazine might get issues. But I was running billet mags today, except for one stage I did use a polymer mag, but the billet mags are feeding great. This gun is feeding well, no issues as far as misfeeds. I did have the Sportcount timer. If you follow my Instagram, I have the Sportcount timer here. This is a Sportcount timer. It's meant to be used on your finger, but some people have been using it and they're mounting on their guns, and MPA came out with a little attachment for the Matrix and Matrix Pro, so you can just put it on there. It's just one more piece of kit on your gun, and I didn't even use it. I used it once and I forgot to turn it off. I don't know. I'm just used to not having the timer, so it's just I have to integrate it into my kit. It's just not really good to try to integrate it, a new piece of equipment during a match, because you're just not thinking about it. But it's designed such that I can just put my hand in my thumb through the thumb hole here on the stock or the chassis and just hit that button. So I just got to think about doing it. But I'm just thinking about other things. Are my caps flipped up, and is my magnification set right, and my parallax set right, and my zero set right? Is my level on? Now then you got to worry about a timer. So one little more one other piece of kit, just trying to integrate in your gear. So didn't really use it today. It was there, but I just wasn't pressing it. But I gotta work on my cadence. Once you start adding more crap to your kit, just more things to think about. Anyway, all in all, I'm happy with the Matrix Pro. In general, no complaints about it. Not sure what else to say compared to the BA Comp though. I really don't know if it's worth the upgrade, to be honest. I like the BA Comp. I think it's a good chassis. This doesn't balance any better than the BA Comp, to be honest. If you see, it's still back heavy. Unless I move the balance point right there, then it's okay. But it's right in front of the mag wells where it balances. And to be honest, I kind of want it further forward. And I think that's just a pipe dream to want something to balance like that, like this far forward, given the designs of these stocks and chassis and a 20-inch barrel as opposed to a 22 or 24, no muzzle attachments, etc. But anyway, I feel like was it necessary to do the Matrix Pro? Not really, but it's just I'm always looking to try new things. And to be honest, if you ask me, should you get this? If you already have a BA Comp, I would say no. If you want to try something new, I think something more interesting would probably be the KRG C4 when that comes out, because I felt like that's probably a more interesting chassis to look at. From my personal standpoint, because I'm so used to MPAs. So that's just my opinion. You don't have to take it, as gold or anything. But there's nothing wrong with the Masterpiece Arms. It's a great chassis. Is it the best? No, it's not the best. You got so many options now. You really can't go wrong now. You got MDT, you got Manners, Foundation, KRG. There's so many different options out there to try out. So, you got those XLR chassis. So, I think the only problem with today, you just really can't try them out, right? You really want to get your barreled action in one of those chassis and try it out, but you really can't. It'd be nice if there was you had some system, if you had a local store that would let you do that. They had like demo models. You can just come in and bring your barreled action, chuck it in there, and then maybe try it out, dry fire it in the store, on some barricades to see how it feels. That'd be kind of cool. But barring that, you're kind of at the whim of seeing it, how, checking out other people's guns at a match, say, okay, yeah, this is about what my, you're like, oh, this might be what my gun will feel like, and kind of making a lot of assumptions. But yeah, it's just an unfortunate aspect there of, the way we have to, take a risk on things. Anyway, enough dabbling. Everything's running great. My mag catch is running great. Spring's perfect. Watch my previous vlogs. I swapped out the spring. Works great. So we're all good. Anyway, I got to finish up my paperwork so I can turn it in and get out of here and get something to drink. Maybe something to eat on the way home. Maybe a shake or something. It is hot. It'd be nice to have a refreshing dessert or something. And next, I'll probably be out this Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, to do the July Course of Fire. So look for another range vlog after this pretty shortly. Then I already pre-staged some of the targets for it, and it seems like I don't know. I don't say it's a straightforward match, but it should be good. Anyway, that's it for today, June 26th here at the West End Gun Club. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next vlog.